Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about the importance of the hips in the deadlift lockout. Before I get into that topic, guys, I encourage you to check out my new book called Massive Iron. It is linked below. It will help you maximize your sets, your workouts, and your progress. It's not a bodybuilding or powerlifting book per se, but it is a book that will help you become as big and as strong as humanly possible, naturally or otherwise, as fast, as quickly as possible. So let's talk about the importance of the hips in the deadlift lockout. There are quite a number of experienced deadlifters out there who are putting out videos who are leaving their hips back when they're doing the deadlift lockout. And you see them kind of slink under, they hitch, they start to hitch when they lock out. I don't want to name names because this isn't about any experienced deadlifter. What I want to do, the point in making this video is just to point out the form flaw to help you guys. And if my face is getting as red as a tomato in here, guys, it's about 700 degrees out here today in South Carolina. But anyway, there are guys that when they go to lockout, their deadlift, they leave their hips back. And the only way for them to get under the bar is to slink their knees under the bar, and that's when you start to hitch. If you leave your hips back during a deadlift, there's only one way to get under the bar. So pretend this is your head and this is your hips. There's only one way to get under the bar if you leave your hips back, and that is to kind of slink your knees under and start to hitch the bar up. Now, instead of doing this, to prevent you from doing this, it's important that when you get the bar to just about below your knee or knee level, that you focus on driving your hips forward. Drive your hips forward. That in concert with driving your head up should be your lockout mechanism for the deadlift. That's going to be your power source for your deadlift lockout. You watch some of these guys on their deadlift videos, and again, I'm not being critical, I'm just telling you why they do what they do. Their head kind of stays forward and their hips stay back, and the only way they can shift or rotate and get that bar up higher is to slink their knees under the bar. So when you get that bar up just below the knee or about knee level, focus on two things: pushing your head up and pushing your knees forward. There are two axes. Is that correct? I don't know, guys. There are two different planes in the deadlift when it's about halfway up: your head and your hips. Right here, your head is back. Here, your hips are back. When you focus on driving your head up, it's going to push that plane this way. When you focus on pushing your hips forward, it's going to push this plane this way. If you look at the points between the ends of these planes, your head and your hips, that's a straight line right there, okay? These are the points that connect these planes. Look, if you consider the center point to be right about here, if you move these planes in concert together, your head up, which will effectively push your head back, and your hips forward, that's going to do this, okay? That's going to rotate this plane. That's going to be your power generation. So when you're going to lock out your deadlift, make sure you're driving your head up, or think about driving your head up or back, and your hips forward. That is your power generation during the deadlift lockout. On the other hand, if you leave your head forward and your hips back, you're taking all the power out of your lockout, and it's just going to be a cluster beep, a cluster whatever, you know what I was going to say there, trying to lock out your deadlift. You start hitching, all kinds of nastiness will happen. So, when that bar is right below your knees on every rep, I want you to focus on two things: driving your head up and back, and driving your hips forward. Those two things in combination, in concert, are your power generation source. They have helped me increase my lockout strength dramatically, and it'll help you as well. Guys always comment when they see my videos. They're amazed at my lockout ability on the deadlift, and that comes from a consistent, disciplined focus on just that, driving the head up and back and driving the hips forward. So guys, I hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, there is a link below to a forum Q&A. Come on over, ask me any questions you want on strength training, muscle building, diet, nutrition, supplementation, or motivation. And guys, please consider buying my new book called Massive Iron. It is linked below. It'll help you, if you're not satisfied with your results, it'll help you build as much muscle and strength as possible. It'll help you maximize your workouts. This isn't any bull. I present my rules of success in Massive Iron, and they will help you maximize any system. I don't present magic systems. I help you maximize any system. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.